Hey, welcome back to the Artie Lange Show. This is Artie Lange talking with Jamie Lee, former publicist for Comedy Central, current stand-up comedian. We found the press release for my special Jack and Coke, which I guess is from like 4 years ago now. And
Strong press release.
You did not.
Yeah.
You did not. Write it.
I didn't write it.
No, it was someone named Artie Lee, but this just proves how this was clearly written by someone who hates my guts.
Oh no!
Like
I have to read it.
A lot of people, you can tell where they don't like me, but they're forced to write something nice. Like it says, Comedy Central is bringing Artie Lange shocking, uncensored observations and incredible knack for funny storytelling to the stage.
Calls you an entrepreneur.
Lange returns.
That's
Lange
good.
returns as raw as ever in his new special from the famed Gotham Comedy Club. Raw as ever means
Raw.
yeah.
Oh God. Yeah, those are like the adjectives. Raw, shocking.
Well, yeah, because my first line in that special, and I won't go into the bit, but because it doesn't sound as. It's not as bad as it sounds, but my first line is, I'm glad Heath Ledger died, and I'll tell you why.
Uncensored, coming at you.
It's
pretty raw.
It's very raw.
Yeah, it's a little raw.
And I explain why, and it's very pro Heath Ledger. But now, so when did you leave there? How long ago? Before you started it?
I left in 2009.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
so that was right before. I love that now it's Artie Lee is now working there.
It didn't take you long then to get established in the stand-up world.
Well, I mean, it's kind of weird. Like, I really mostly left at that point, not because it was like, oh, I have so much going on, I got to get out of here. It was more like I felt bad. I felt like it was a conflict of interest, just working at Comedy Central, but also doing stand-up and
Oh, you started
stand-up.
while you were still...
Yeah, I started while I was there, so I was just kind of
How
like...
did that go over? Did people in the office know that you were trying to be
weird.
I gotta tell you, well, there have been other comedians who worked there, like John Mulaney. He's an SNL writer. He used to work there. Jessie Klein, she's very funny. She used to work in development.
I know who Jessie Klein is.
So, like, there kind of is this history, these trailblazers of like, oh, we used to work here and now we are on the other side of things.
Trailblazers, you'd call them?
You know. I felt like throwing that
like
out.
Lenny Bruce?
Honestly, not even kidding. I had trail mix before I came here, and I think that I thought trail, and I was like, yeah, trailblazers.
Trailblazer going your
Yep.
press release, I think.
Yes.
Describe you there.
Yeah, trailblazer. Yeah, it's a total press release buzzword.
When you're on the road, do you do an hour? Do you do it 45 minutes?
Yeah. I've been doing 45 minutes.
Well, that's so at a club, so that's what you need to headline at a club.
Yeah, and I'm just kind of starting. I'm sort of teetering. Like, I'll feature sometimes and I'll headline sometimes. So
okay.
I guess I'm in between.
Now, have you
at
ever
this point.
featured? Have you ever opened for anybody real famous?
Well, yeah, I guess like right when Zach Galifianakis started doing movies. Zach, yes. I got to open for him along with one other comedian. We sort of were like the dual opening act.
Now, what was he like to open for?
Great.
Yeah.
So fun. Such a great audience. Yeah.
No bad stories?
None. Oh, he was like so funny, like just really like making me laugh a lot.
I didn't know he did stand-up like that.
Even though what?
I didn't know he was a stand-up guy.
Oh yeah,
Zach,
really like zany and.
Well, I knew Zach 20 years
what
ago.
What am I? I'm saying press release words. Zany. Zach Galifianakis.
Zany trailblazer.
What a zany trailblazer. I had Chex Mix before this.
Raw.
See you later.
Raw and uncensored.
Keeping it raw. Also had some peanuts.
I knew him about 20 years ago, and he was not a fat guy, and he didn't have a beard. He was actually like a ladies' man.
Yeah.
Zach. And
and
he was a real funny stand-up comedian. I knew him in New York City.
Yeah, he was actually performing in Dallas, and that's I opened for him. They needed like a local opener, and I was actually home for a couple of weeks visiting my parents, and yeah, they knew that I did stand up, but I was living in New York, and
you live in New York now?
I live in New York now. Yeah.
You making any real money yet with this or what?
I am. I would say within the last 6 months is when it started to really feel like
how much
a
you getting a gig
career.
now?
Well, colleges.
You don't have to say that.
Oh yeah, I was like.
She gets paid in chicken tenders at colleges.
Yeah, I know.
Colleges are very politically correct for me. One of the last colleges I did literally had a girl on stage doing sign languages for deaf people.
Oh.